tonight who will be sitting pretty come about 10 o'clock. We shall see. All to play for. York going for 3 on the spin. Hull just desperate for a win.
Well, they'll know that it's going to be a really tough ask here. Hull FC, like York, they've just got to do the basics really, really well. Like for them, they're conceding over 30 points on average per game. They've got to be better than that in this game. Start well, finish the sets well, kick to the corners, do all the simple things right.
That was VAR with the run up to halfway. Cameron now, they've made good progress on this opening set. Goes back to Cody Hunter. And that's a high-hanging, testing kick for Lewis Martin. Great kick, great chase. Superb tackle coming in from Scott Galliano. And that's just what you said York needed at the start.
Yeah, they do. They just need to play the game as far away from the try line as possible and make sure discipline. We talked about discipline a lot last week in the Magic weekend when we saw 6 those games in Everton. And the teams that come out on the right side of the penalty count, especially in this weather, will benefit from it.
Yeah, SASA with the drive. Here is Jake Arthur, never afraid to run at the line. The whole standoff. Last one, Aidan Caesar. A low skimming kick towards the fullback. One bounce and taken by Toa Mata'afa, always dangerous on the run. But yeah, York, to win 5 games this year is some going. And well, they were looking for a penalty there. Joe Batchelor with his hand caught up in the arm of Mata'afa.
Well, like I said, they're pretty confident, Stuart. They'll back themselves in these next 4 games. Like you said, that they've got 5 wins this year, won the last 2, come into this game. Decent crowd turned in.
Yeah, good work there by Caesar and Hardacre in the tackle. Look at this. 10 yards, he was pushed back, Galliano, but they play the ball quickly and they like to play the game the right way. Inman at dummy half and Hunter under pressure with another high-hanging kick. Logan Moy takes it really well. Offside. Yeah, the chasers were offside according to Tara Jones. Penalty to Hull, first one of the game.
And they're the basics that you've got to do really well. You do everything right in that set 6. You get a really good kick away, don't you? You've just got to be squeaky clean, though. The ref got the call from the sideline. A couple of players that were offside. And you just gifted 40 metres to Hull FC without even working for it.
Great kick by Aidan Caesar. Making the most of the penalty, taking play from 15 yards from his own try line to 10 yards inside the York half of the field. Here is Harvey Hill, only ever present for Hull. Added some steel and aggression to the black and white pack. Arthur now, little show and go for Logan Moy, always joining in the line. He's done really well since he's come in, hasn't he, Moy, to replace the injured Will Price. Arthur again in the middle. Aidan Caesar. All wrapped up. Couple of opportunities. This could be to get the offload away. And SASA now. He gets the pass away to Bell. Now Arthur. Good set this. Still a couple of tackles left here for Hull FC. Bell in the middle of the park. Go to the left-hand side. Caesar now. And Hardacre under pressure. Brought down by Galliano and by McShane. Good first real attack this so far from Hull. That was a dangerous one. Great pick-up off his bootlaces by James Bell, who we know from his time at Lee and Saints will swivel and turn and get out of tackles. Great defence. On the last. Great defence.
Well, they had a go at it, didn't he? Ethan O'Neill. They go down that short side. I think that some of the players were calling for it on the open side here, to get the ball out to Harvey Barron on the wing.
Here's one for you. Ethan O'Neill signed a permanent deal today for 2.5 years with Hull FC. Made his name at Lee. Went to Leeds for the start of the year. Didn't quite work out for him, Terry.
Yeah, but obviously Hull FC's performed well, hasn't he? Not so well that they've offered him a new deal to keep him at the club. And like you said, didn't work out at the Rhinos, but done a decent job in his performances this year for Hull.
Martin with the first run. Matarafa. And then eventually Cody Hunter taken by Lewis Martin with space to run. Good tackle had to be by Buchanan and McShane.
Well, a decent first carry, wasn't it? No, and then Barron trying to follow it up there. They get in a bit of ruck speed, aren't they?
Logan Boyd, dummy half. Gets a little bit up gingerly, doesn't he? Batchelor. Amir Burrow finds Bell out to that left-hand side. Quick hands! O'Neill brought down and manages to carry on.
Do you know that was all at pace, that then, for Hull FC. Really good play from them. Nice and direct.
The ref saying the tackle was complete. Arthur towards the corner. That's a dangerous looking kick. That's a brilliant take. Superb take by Nofaluma.
Didn't he do
under
so well?
pressure.
Well, he's not the biggest, is he, Nofaluma? And he's up against one of the biggest in the competition. In Harvey Barron does ever so well to come down with that. And York now, well, they're going to get a penalty. I think it was Amir Burrow who was offside.
Too keen.
Well, this is where you want to go to work, isn't it? As defenders, you want to trap them, you can get nice and tight, you want to get off the line, intimidate them, just get in their eye line enough where they maybe make an error.
Tell you what, it's been played at quite a pace, isn't it? 28 degrees still, pitch side. It's warm. Nico Williams with the tap. Here is Martin. 60th appearance for Jack Martin in the York shirt tonight. Field it was brought down. Quick play the ball. Inman finds Jordan Thompson. What a career he's had. Great run. Approaching 400 career games. Jordan Thompson had a few of them at Hull FC, didn't he? Xavier Var with the run. Chance here for the Knights. Inman at dummy half. Here is Hunter. McShane. Matarafa with the ball out for Benison. Scored a couple of tries, didn't he, at Magic Weekend? They played some good stuff in that opening game on Saturday against Huddersfield. Here's McShane again. In with the kick and chase towards the corner. The race is on, and Barron just about gets the ball, actually hits it against the corner flag. It's a good little kick back by Tom Inman. It's a goal line dropout, Hull under pressure.
Do you know, really good kick, smart kick. You look at the pressure there from 4 York players. Barron, even if he does catch that ball, he's going to get bundled over the sideline or behind the try line. Really nice kick from York then, and like you say, from Inman.
It doesn't matter how he did it. Harvey Barron did his job. He diffused the danger. As you say, it was always going to be a goal line dropout. Hardacre goes long, taken by Hunter. Here is Martin on the charge. Does well. Breaks 2 tackles before eventually being brought down. He's been impressive, hasn't he, all year, Xavier Var.
Do you know, a lot of people talking about him in Super League as well.
Yep.
Got some big admirers.
Yep, who'd like to have him for next year. Some big admirers. Oh, good hands. That's a offer for Nofaluma! Has he got the ball down? David Nofaluma goes for the corner. And I think we're going to have this check. Nofaluma thinks he scored. The referee, Tara Jones, just wants to be absolutely certain, which is why she's going to call on the video ref, Liam Rush. Let's have a look and a listen.
Okay, it's tackle 3, we've got no try on field, checking touch and grounding. So we'll just watch on this angle first. He's in possession there. He's always in the field of play to start with. He's still in possession. As he's going towards the line, the ball appears to be down there. We're just going to check the back angle. Just confirm from the back angle. Okay, yeah, so we can't see the ball there, but we know that at that point his shoulder is clearly up and there's no contact with the line. So we'll now go back to camera 2, and the ball is down at that point. I now just need to check that there's nothing in this phase of play that would prevent me from giving this try. So we'll check the pickup. The pickup from Inman's fine. Just need to roll through the rest of it. Okay, Jack Martin pulls up short. Holyfield finds space and it's actually Arthur that bites in. That's all fine, and then we're into the bit that I've already checked. So it's going to be a try.
So there we go. For York and for David Nofoaluma, it's a try on the field. York lead. I have to say though, in that circumstance, well done to the referee for actually sending it up, because it was that close. She wasn't sure. She'd given the try. They would have still looked back at it, wouldn't they? But quick hands, good hands, great try. York in front.
Look, nearly 200 games in the NRL. I think it's been a really good pickup, hasn't he, for Mark Applegarth? Played at Halifax, played at Salford, come up to York, and you can just see how good he is at finishing. He's no mug, Harvey Barron, as a defender, and he does a decent job to score the first try in 8 minutes.
Cody Hunter. What an addition he has been to this York Knights side. What can he do off the touchline? Just swings to the left of the post. So 4-0 it is. Impressive start from York. An impressive try from that man, David Nofoaluma.
Yeah, look, it was all about scoring some points and just putting a bit of doubt in Hull FC's mind. And they go from one side of the field to the other. It was a great ball, wasn't it, from the fullback. Just gives Nofoaluma that space that's needed. And it's a quality finish, isn't it, from the veteran.
Yeah, good start. Here is Martin again for the York Knights, leading by 4 points to 0. There's the try scorer, Nofoaluma. Plays it quickly. Inman from dummy half, switches play for Ollie Field there. Xavier Var.
He takes some handling, doesn't he? He's gone into Harvey Hill and Herman Esse, and they both can't get him down. Oh, an error.
There's the mistake. May well have been Basharata, wasn't it? The full-back looking to go through. The captain dropped the ball. Opportunity now for Hull FC. Here is Briscoe.
Yeah, just a simple drop as well.
Left the ball behind. Set restart as well. Great opportunity here for Hull FC. First of all, a mistake by Masarafa, then giving away a 6 again. There's the giant Herman Esse. 20 yards away from the line. Lots of tackles in the bank. Arthur now and Caesar. Moy out to this right-hand side for Barron, who runs into the big unit. It is Nofoaluma. Good defensive line. Caesar again. Harvey Hill, 10 yards out in front of the post. Any points for Hull FC here? Hardacre runs into Galliano over in the far corner. Last tackle. Is it going to be a kick from Caesar? It is, across the post from Aidan Caesar. The ball, well, I think it went to ground in the end from Moy. Now the break. Well, it was Nick Williams, couldn't get away.
Yeah, I think there was the knock-on from
First
York.
knock-on from York.
Yeah.
Are they going to challenge this? They're having a think about whether they challenge this or not.
We've got a captain's challenge. Okay, we've got a captain's challenge. York are challenging the decision and knock-on, claiming it came off the head.
Well, there you go. That's what they're going to have a look at, Terry. York saying that it came off the head and then it was knocked on by Logan Moy.
Yeah, well, pretty confident, weren't they, when they got the call?
Yep.
Said that it came off the head, because with 12 minutes gone. You wouldn't want to just
like
burn a challenge, would you?
We'll get a better view, I'm sure.
Yeah.
This may tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, well,
They were fairly adamant, weren't they, as soon as the whistle went?
Yeah, Williams comes off his head and he appeals straight away, doesn't he? Moy loses the ball.
He does.
He was under a bit of pressure from what's in front of him. It could have been play on, but the call come from the sideline. That's been a knock on.
Yeah, absolutely. Good challenge, successful challenge. York will get the ball back. It did indeed come off the head.
Definitely.
And a successful challenge is a good one.
Can you confirm who's to play the ball, please?
That York will get the ball back, leading by 4 points to 0. I haven't noticed actually in the last 4 or 5 weeks that there's been a few more successful challenges than not. We were at Saints Wigan at the weekend. I think Saints unprecedented had 4 successful captures.
Well, look, maybe they learned from the mistakes early on when they were challenging anything and everything, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
But you got to make sure that you do get them right, like I said, especially so early on in a game, in conditions like this as well. It might come in handy come the latter stages.
Well, Andy last in temporary charge until the end of the year. Of course, Steve McNamara hoping to bring the dawn of a new era to Hull FC, back at his beloved club. Coach from next year. Here is Xavier Varr, ball inside the Hull FC half of the field.
Oh, poor penalty.
Yeah.
Oh, poor 6 again, should have said.
O'Neill.
Yeah, poor 6 again. It was the last tackle.
It was Ethan O'Neill, the guilty man. Here is Field. Took a look back. Ollie Field played at the Leeds Academy, didn't he? Become an integral part of this York side, as has Martin. For this, another chance. We know how dangerous they are with ball in hand. Xavier Varr and McShane getting away from the grasp of Aidan Caesar. Still going, the veteran, Paul McShane. He's still a decent player, isn't he, boy? Inman from dummy half now, and Cody Hunter, short pass out, and not this time. It was the tap on there, looking for Nofaluma. Knock on, chance gone, 4-0 York still lead.
Yeah, just too quick, wasn't it, from Williams? Just tried to catch it, and the pass had to be higher. And Cody Hunter, he was dangerous last week. That left edge for York caused lots of problems last week for Huddersfield. Cody Hunter in particular scored a couple of tries, taking the line on.
David Nothaluma's try. The difference, he's scored in 3 successive games now, 7 in his last 6 games. As you say, he knows where that try line is.
Yeah, all that experience certainly does help, doesn't it? Even like in defence here, he's keeping York nice and tight. He's pushing them in, defending the plays instead of the space.
Good tackle from Martin down below to take out SASA. Bell and Caesar, and now O'Neill midway inside his own half of the field. Arthur gets the kick away. Well, that will be allowed to bounce.
Yeah, it's a good kick as well, isn't it?
And eventually picked up by John Bennison. Good kick from Jake Arthur.
Yeah, he's got a massive boot on him, hasn't he? A big chase as well from him involved in that tackle. Not only did he kick it, he was the first to the tackle as well.
Matarafa, the fullback, the captain, the talisman. Here is Nofaluma, skips round 1. Left poor Joe Batchelor, grasping fresh air there. Nico Williams up to halfway for the York Knights, leading 4-0. Game 1 of round 18 of the Betfred Super League. Buchanan for York. Last one will inevitably find its way to Cody Hunter. And it does. And it's taken well by Logan Moy. And the last little bit of sunshine. The ground almost in shade now. But believe you me, it's still very warm. It's the LNER Stadium. 4-0 York in front.
It is. It is, Stuart. It's still warm. He's got some speed though, hasn't he? Moya at the back. There you go, Aiden Caesar caught in two minds what to do. He carries the ball himself. Herman Essa. He plays big minutes, Herman Essa. Just managed to get one offload in this game. So good at them. There's Moy again.
Yeah. Taking a lot of the ball, isn't he, Logan Moy? This is the last one. Kick away, under pressure there from field by Arthur, taken by Matarafa. You and I were talking before the game, and we thought this could be close.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, Hull FC, like, determined to climb the ladder. Look, I've talked to Hull FC fans over recent weeks, and they're more or less looking forward to next year. I'm not saying they can write this year off, but the players know themselves that they've not performed. Like you said earlier, just winning 5 games, not good enough for Hull FC. No.
Hunter brought down in minute dummy half, and here is Xavier VAR. Relentless VAR so far. Hunter, that's a good kick towards Harvey Barra. It's a knock on, that picked up by Hunter. Little kick through, regathers it. Kick towards the far side, and it goes over the head of Galliano, but it goes into the arms of John Bennison, and that was made not once, not twice, but 3 times brilliantly by Cody Hunter, and it was scored by John Bennison. Bennison, 2 tries at the weekend, another one tonight. York double their lead.
Well, you look at the play at the very start. He goes for the miracle play, which comes off. I think there was a little tip-on run to Jack Martin, who was just on Cody Hunter's shoulder. Well, that's York for you, isn't it? They can come up with some marvellous plays and score some marvellous tries. You look, this ball goes up in the air. It's a nice kick, isn't it, from Hunter? You look when Hunter gets hold of this. I think he's got his prop forward pushing up there. All it is a little tip on. And I think he scores him to the left-hand side of the post. He gets the ball back. He decides to kick over to the other side. And John Bennison does ever so well. Just stay nice and composed, seeing Zach Hardaker coming towards him, and gets it down. But it was just a little tip on to the prop forward. He scores the try.
So speaketh the prop forward.
Let me tell you, props don't score many tries. But I was certainly on that for Jack Martin.
Of course, the reason he kicked as well, it was a free play, wasn't it? If it hadn't to come off, it would have come back to the original knock-on. So he had nothing to lose, but it was smart, really smart. So John Bennison, can he add the extras to his own try? Well, this time it goes to the right of the post. But 2 tries, 8-0, approaching the midway point of the first half, and you have to say, York deserved this lead.
Well, they've been really good. They've been generating some decent ruck speed, like we said, probably 5 minutes into the game. Cody Hunter is a smart player, isn't he? Certainly knows his way around the field. I thought John Bennison did really well to stay composed, knowing that he was going to have to word a tackle from Zach Hardaker. He manages to evade him and goes in for the second try for York.
Yep. Well, this is the first water break of the game. There'll be one after 20 minutes, and there will be one after an hour, simply because 28 degrees it is still here in York. But so much rugby league to come over the weekend on Sky Sports from the NRL and from the NRLW, and of course from the Super League. It feels like it's back to back rugby league, but we won't be complaining. But I'll tell you what, Andy Lass won't be too happy with what he's seen so far. They've had a couple of opportunities, unable to take them, but they've made too many errors.
Well, he just wants his influential players to just get hold of the ball, and Mark Applegarth, well, he's going to be really pleased with what he's been seeing from his side. Well, Hull FC maybe 8 points behind, but they've got a couple of tries in them. Like we saw last week, yeah, they were beaten when they played against Hull KR in the derby, but showed some real good touches in that game. But York, well, They're going to be tough to crack at home.
Well, here we go. Hull have won only one of their last 7 games. Just one. That was against the bottom side. Huddersfield, just one away win in Super League all year. That was against Castleford. If you include Magic, that's 8 defeats on their travels. And as we said at the start, you know, if you're a Hull fan, 1,500 loyal Hull fans away to our right, packed into the away end. And as Terry said, they'll be massively disappointed, but they are very, very loyal. And, you know, all they can do is hope that the return of Steve McNamara in 2027 and beyond brings a change.
You know, I say every time I go to Hull FC, I say if they could be successful year on year or game on game, and that place will be packed out. They are so loyal.
Worth mentioning, and say they are massive, massive, massive club, Hull FC. In 30 years of Super League, they've appeared in only one grand final. One. Back in 2006, and of course on that occasion they lost to St Helens, but they should be achieving much, much more than that. Kick up field taken by Lewis Martin.
Oh, nice offload, he gets it away, some numbers in, but
the ball went backwards.
Yeah, Arthur, and he just manages to get on it. Well, looks like he caught one then as well.
Jake Arthur.
Well, maybe he got a stray knee into the side.
Here is Tom Briscoe. 36 years of age, still going. Another veteran of the Super League era. Bell now, and Aidan Caesar looking for some space on the far side. Big tackle by Paul McShane, but the legal tackle by Paul McShane. Penalty to Hull.
Well, he knows he got it wrong the all stage, doesn't he? He just rubs the head of Aidan Caesar. He said, yeah, you got me then. You got me for speed on the outside. It was a swinging arm from him. Just goes over the shoulder, but it's just enough, isn't it, to just make the referee blow the whistle and just apologises to his team then for conceding another set of 6 here.
Did you ever apologise to your teammates for your foul play?
Whether it was penalties or me dropping the ball or missing tackles all the time, Stu.
8-0, York in front. Let's see what Hull FC can do with this. You've had 2 or 3 opportunities. This is another. Here's Bell. Always elusive around that middle part, isn't he? Swivels and turns out to the tackle. In front of the post. 20 out from the York line. Arthur. Harvey Hill on the charge. Good defence again from the Knights. Goal line defence. Opening up a little. For Yusuf Aydin, who's on. He went without the ball. He went without the ball. And that kind of sums it up. It was Bell, I think.
Yeah, well, they go for the crash ball, don't they, Amir Borough? And there's a call.
Bell.
Yeah, there was a call saying that they went for the pull on the arm. But if the marker was square, that's okay. He can reach. If he stood on the line, he can reach around and force that error.
Too many errors.
Yeah.
Andy Last will give his all for Hull FC and has done since he took temporary charge or interim charge. Been quite a week, hasn't it? John Cartwright, the former Hull FC coach, now at Catalan. His son, Jed Cartwright, should have been playing here tonight for Hull FC, but has joined St Helens on loan. And a bit of running repairs and a bit of blood, but that won't bother Harvey Hill too much, and on we go.
It'll take more than a cut on the head to stop that young man, won't it?
As I mentioned earlier, he's added a bit of aggression, much needed aggression to the whole pack, because of course they're still missing the likes of Sauer and Fash and Asiata, Lissoni. Ooh, it was a head clash, wasn't it, with Jack Martin?
Yeah, well, Jack Martin just getting taped up as well in the background as well.
They will soldier on.
Yeah. Martin's got to change his jersey. There's too much blood on it for the referee. Tara Jones. No, he's not the biggest, Jack Martin, but certainly he runs really hard. He's aggressive in the way that he plays the game.
Another great pickup from the Queensland Cup in Australia. As I mentioned, 60 games now for York. Very loyal to the cause. Galliano from the scrum. Benison.
Oh, good shot.
Clattered by Hardacre.
Yeah, Zach Hardacre chasing really hard then. Oh, they're all flying off the line. Yusuf Aiden. Another decent shot on Martin.
Yep, they're fired up in defence.
Oh, this is it. They're all hunting together. Paul Vaughan. He's getting...
Dug well, though.
Yeah. Oh, decent meters after contact as well, but they're all still going here.
Mazarapa. This is the last. It's been a good defensive set so far from Hull FC. Hunter will try and find some sunshine in the eyes of Lewis Martin, but there isn't any anymore. 17 minutes to go to half time. Hull have had ball. They've had opportunities, but they've done very little with it.
Well, they've had 10 sets with the ball. Our stats are saying completed 9 of those. York at 58% possession, so they've had the first share and they've had more field position as well. I guess in this game,
Caesar looking for a gap. Caesar through the gap. Brilliant from Caesar. Caesar, what a try! Fantastic score from Aiden Caesar out of absolutely nothing. He saw a gap. There was a shimmy. There was a dummy. There was a sidestep. And there was a sensational solo try. Take a bow. Aiden Caesar. Hull are back in business.
Wow, what a way and what a time to score your first try of the year. Oh, he played really well last week in that Hull derby, and his name's been linked with this club for 2027. That's what he gives you, Aiden Caesar. He's a genuine run threat. You look at that gap behind the play of the ball. Far too big. You've got to have your 2 pillars tighter than that. If you're not tight as a big fella, you get burnt by people like Aiden Caesar. And Caesar spots it, beats the marker, beats the air defender, and just uses his pace to go down the fullback, Matt Arthur. And that's a big play when it was needed. I said before, Andy last, he needed his big players to stand up. Well, Aiden Caesar certainly put his hand up, hasn't he?
Terrific try. Yeah, word is that he'll be leaving Hull FC at the end of the season. He's had an in and out season, much like the club itself. But that was a glimpse of the talent that is Aiden Caesar. 2 points from the boot of Zach Hardacre. Much needed score. We have a game on, 8 points to 6.
You know, you could go back a set or two as well. The way that they defended, Zach Hardacre, I think, was the first person who shot the line, did really good job. And that all of a sudden, the intensity started to lift from Hull FC. That full set of 6, they were really good, they were aggressive. When they got the ball, they carried really hard. And on the back of that, as soon as it was a quick play of the ball, or quickish play of the ball, Aiden Caesar took advantage.
Enjoyable this. Enjoyable game. Benison gets us underway, taken by Arthur. Risky pass, but it ends up in the arms of Yusuf Aiden. Of course, he's back in business, back playing for the Hull FC. He's had that huge 6-match ban. You may remember he was sent off, he was red carded at Bradford and had a 6-match suspension. Here is Bell again. Does well. Makes a good 10 or 12 metres. And then Burrow from dummy half. Much more like it, this from Hull FC. There's Caesar. He was looking for the 40-20, but taken by John Benison.
Yeah, good positioning, wasn't it, from John Benison? He knew exactly what was going to come from Caesar and the way that he was positioning himself and the way he was lining up that kick. Well, they need some hands on deck here. Nofaluma coming in from the left wing.
Wow, hungry for the ball, does well.
No, decent carry that, isn't it?
Played well here, David Nofaluma, in attack and in defence. Inman finds McShane. Good tackle. Had to be from O'Neill. Vaughan with the offload. Picked up one-handed by Hunter. Last tackle. Well, they go to the right-hand side, and McShane left-footed, arrows towards the corner. Benison looking for the offload, gets it back. Galliano. Well, I think Benison there saying, did it come off a Hull player? That's what he's saying.
You know, you back your players who call for the ball and overcall the ball. There was a big opportunity on the left-hand side then.
Missed it.
They were all screaming out for it. Mataafa in particular, John Benison goes up, tries to get the ball to his teammate. Yeah, maybe a chance missed then, Stuart.
There were hands in the air and hands on the head. There really was. There was a 6-3 overlap on the left. Yeah, good spot. That was the wrong option. That shoulder charge.
Yeah, well, Dean Barnforth, he's on loan, season-long loan from Hull FC. Wants a big game. He just goes in, plants his feet. He just doesn't try and wrap his arm round. It's a penalty.
Well, you quite rightly said that it was Aidan Caesar's first try of the season. It's his first try since last September against Warrington.
Wait for the ball.
But it was a good one, that's for sure. That'll be in the mix for the Betfred Try of the Month for July. Here is Aydin. Playing with a little bit more belief, confidence and freedom here, Hull. Caesar. Bell. Wrapped up by Mataafa. Always trying to offload James Bell. Arthur on the far side, Logan Moy. Trollemaker! Here is Bell now, looking for two quick tries. Last one, big play, 10 minutes to half time, 2 points in it. Caesar, run around move, Arthur finds Briscoe, who's over. Well, that was a move off the training ground. And they scored 2 tries in 5 minutes. That was beautifully executed. And Tom Briscoe, the 466th career appearance, and he marked it with a try that puts Hull FC ahead.
Yeah, big try, Tom Briscoe, just 6 this year, but comes at a good time, doesn't it? Nice little turn up from Batchelor. Looks like he was losing his footing, then Briscoe, but you really like that between Batchelor and Arthur. Like going back the years, watching rugby league in the 80s when the forwards used to do that with a little run around. They call it with the halfbacks, wouldn't they? And Tom Briscoe, well, just punches up into space and goes over for what is a simple try. Well, Andy, I'm sure he'll be happier now under what he saw in the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Oh, they've come alive. Came off the back of a penalty. So this time it was York who were punished for a misdemeanour. Yeah, 2 tries in 5 minutes. 8-0 down. 10-8 in front. The possibility to extend that lead to 4 points. We are on the gantry here at York, stood directly behind Hardacre, so we'll see as soon as the ball leaves the boot that it's going to swing across the face of the post. Disappointing kick for Zach Hardacre. But Hull will be pleased after their start. They're now in front.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like I said, it's been a big 6 minutes, hasn't it, for them? The little run around between Arthur and Batchelor, and Arthur delivering the ball to Tom Briscoe, to the delight of those travelling Hull FC fans behind the sticks. No, I'm sure as this game goes on as well, Jake Arthur and Aidan Caesar are going to be having a little look at the positioning of Mataafa, the fullback for York. A couple of the times when they were defending near their own line, he was caught in the line. There was no fullback. You just watch for a little kick behind that defensive line when they're 20 or 30 metres out.
Good spot from coach O'Connor. Was that a mistake? The ball bobbling backwards, eventually pounced on by Aydin. Here is O'Neill. Was due to start in the centre. Ethan O'Neill tonight. Caesar now moving the ball to Barron, who's got some pace. Barron's got some pace. Barron's got some great pace. Ball inside for Cade Cust. Well, that is a try.
Wow.
Bombed by Hull FC. Brilliant pace and movement from Harvey Barron. Well, smiles there from Cade Cust. Quite simply, he catches it and Hull score. He drops it and York escape.
Well, they're enjoying themselves now, aren't they? Ed and Caesar again just injecting himself into this game, into the line. Lovely ball to Barron. Cade Cust, well, if he's a foot taller, he gets that and he scampers through for a try. Tried everything, didn't he, to get that ball right. Harvey Barron just couldn't quite deliver it. The pass that was needed from Cust, or to Cust. Well, again, I'm going to say about Aidan Caesar, just getting involved and running, going deep into that defensive line.
Escape for York. Looked all over a try, but just got a taste there, didn't you, of the pace of Harvey Barron. Hey, and worth mentioning, Terry, that Barron wasn't even in the squad, the 18-man squad this morning. He's only playing because Andy Last has had to shift things around with Jed Cartwright joining Saints on loan. That's why Barron's in, and everybody else has been moved around. Here is Vaughan with the offload. Hunter with a no-look pass. Matarafa, always dangerous. Matarafa with ball in hand. Great game this, end-to-end stuff. Last tackle, ball down with Hunter, finds McShane. There's a room on that far side. Buchanan puts the kick forward and it's taken well by Lewis Martin. Dives on the ball just shy of his own line, but they've gone from one end to the other. And now they've been caught offside, too eager, or was it a high tackle?
No, it was a high shot.
High tackle,
yeah, high shot again. Do you know, because you put that much speed into the getting off the line, sometimes you get it wrong because you can't change direction. Look at him, he's just caught. Bit of footwork at the back from Moy. Yeah, he steps in and he just throws the arm out.
Well, this first half has flown.
It's been brilliant.
5.5 minutes to half-time. Now, forget the fact that these two are down the wrong end of the table and won't be in contention for the playoffs. They call it playing for pride, but for Hull, it's playing for the jersey, for the club, for York as well. It's a sixth win this season for the home side will be some going on a side which, given in the main, is built on championship players. Now then, O'Neill with the break, looking dangerous. Eventually brought down, hanging on there was Buchanan. Caesar and Arthur now taking on the line, finds Batchelor, knocked to the floor. Eventually plays it. Arthur misses one out now. There's a room on the left-hand side for Moy to find Hardacre, dragged to the floor. Last tackle. Last time they were here on the last tackle, they scored a try. Caesar with that crossfield kick once more. The ball backwards, and it's picked up by Field, and that was a rescue act because, I'll tell you what, Arthur looked like he was going to be in there, but
I think there was a knock on. Was it not Faluma? Yeah, he goes up, knocks the ball on. Yep. Holyfield comes up with it, drop out under the sticks for York. You know, you look at Hull FC now, the way that they're playing with Jake Arthur, Aidan Caesar, Amir Burrow on the field. They brought Cade Cust onto the field. 4 pivots, 4 players that can play and who want to play. It's just getting that quick play of the ball from the rest of the side.
Well, the halfbacks have stepped up, haven't they, Caesar and Arthur? Kick towards the touchline, taken by Harvey Barron. 4 minutes to half-time. What an opportunity this, and what a time it would be for Hull FC to get another. Trailed 8-0, now leading 10-8. Here's Amir Burrow. Cade Cust at dummy half. Caesar. Yusuf Aydin. Seen a lot of the balls since he's come on. Go to the left once more with Arthur. Little Slick pass there for O'Neill, who tries to go over and does get over the line, but he's held up. Good powerful run there from Ethan O'Neill. Good goal line defence by 4 York Knight defenders.
Yeah, they had to be good as well, didn't he? A little tip on from Arthur to O'Neill. Just held up, prevented from 4 players.
Still the pressure coming from Hull FC. Salabio put through. Offload there. Ability taken by Batchelor. And Batchelor gets the ball down. Terrific hands from Salabio and then from Batchelor. Hull get another on the stroke of half-time. How important will that be? Joe Batchelor with the try. Hull FC extend their lead.
Well, a massive 12 minutes for Hull FC. Joe Batchelor, big signing from Saints in the off-season, and it was a nice little offload. And then Salabio, a couple of tries they've scored from just engaging with that defensive line. Salabio, nice and powerful, controlled offload. It just goes behind him, but he still manages to bring that ball back in with his left hand. That's a big play from the back rower. And like I said, a big 12 minutes for Andy Lastman. They've certainly shown up, haven't they?
Yeah.
They were under the pump. They conceded a couple of tries, but they finished this half really well.
After 25 minutes, they were trailing 8-0. After 38 minutes, they're leading 14-8, and Hardacre with a big kick this, because it would give Hull FC, of course, a 2-score advantage. Cust and Arthur and Bell, as you say, Caesar, those 4 have been really important. Don't forget, they've only won one solitary game on the road. No trouble this time, right through the middle of the sticks, and approaching half-time, Hull FC with 16 unanswered points.
Yeah, well, a big turnaround in fortune. It just goes to show what a good defensive attitude and what it can do for you. Like I said, Batchelor scored that try with a nice offload from Salabio. When they got on the board, the first try, I think, was Aidan Caesar on 25 minutes. The set before defensively, Zach Hardacre led the way, and all of a sudden it was just as though the switch had been knocked and they turned on and ready to play.
He's made a difference, has he, Hugo Salabio? Just having a look, this is the 47th appearance of Salabio's career. How about this, Terry? Only 47 career games. This Hull FC is his 8th club. He's been all over the shop. Will he find a permanent home at Hull FC? Into the last minute of the first half. With the advantage of a set restart. So York are doing themselves no favours whatsoever here. Hardacre. Still 30 seconds to go, still plenty of time. Here's Kate Cust. Arthur flips it up for Moy, eludes one and another, and eventually brought down by Thompson. Still time, still time. Caesar. Offload for O'Neill in the far corner. Back for Hardacre. This will be the last play. Caesar fans it out for Moy. Moy looks for a gap and can't find one. And that is the end of what's been a pulsating first 40 minutes, you have to say. Really good stuff. Andy Last disappointed for the first 25 minutes, I'm sure. But the Hull FC fans, the faithful, will be very, very pleased with the way that they have fought back. From 8-0 down, 16 unanswered points, and we'll have a look at all the action and review that first half when we come back. Half time here at the LNER Stadium. It's York 8, Hull FC.
But the way Hull FC, the final 15 minutes of that first half, Hull FC were just red on.
Well, let's see what the first 15 minutes of the second half's going to bring. First charge from his own try line from Hugo Salabio. They were looking for a high tackle there, Hull. Not given. A mere burrow.
You know, I thought Cust, Aiden and Salabio, the introduction of those three from the bench, really give Hull FC a lift, didn't it?
Here's Yusuf Aydin, up to halfway. In comparison, what would Andy Last be saying, do you think, Terry?
Well, look at the last 15 minutes, lads. Look what we can do. Do you know, we put our mind to it. We complete. We get down the other end of the field, get on the back of a really strong kicking game from Arthur and Caesar.
That may well have come off a Hull shirt, I think it was, a knock on.
Yeah,
offside.
Yeah, and Caesar offside.
It was a knock on, and then Caesar picking the ball up in an offside position.
Yeah, the ref, Tara Jones, right on the spot, wasn't she? You can see, just stood in front. It's only half a metre, but it's enough. And again, we've seen a number of penalties in this game that have just relieved that pressure. And the team that was gifted it.
Here is Vaughan. Barnforth at dummy half. He'll want to make a statement, won't he, on a season's loan from Hull FC. Denise Barnforth, try scorer in their Magic Weekend victory. It's good to see Matty Foster on the field. He's had an horrendous few years with injuries, Matty Foster. Thompson, McShane now. Opportunity for Galliano. Hardacre brings him down with a bit of help there from Lewis Martin. Benison at dummy half. McShane on the last. Across the face of the post. Still an opportunity. Barnforth goes for the line. Barnforth will score under the post against his parent club. No celebration from Denise Barnforth in front of the Hull FC fans, showing great respect there. But I'll tell you what, that was a great try from Denise Barnforth. We were talking about him scoring at Magic Weekend. Well, he's done it again. Great solo effort.
Yeah, well, he's tough to bring down, isn't he? Denise Barnforth, like I said, showing an awful lot of respect in front of those Hull FC fans. Breaks a few tackles. Again, it's a kick, isn't it, from Paul McShane? And give credit to Ollie Field, who comes up, gets the pass away, a nice, neat pass, without putting his teammates under any pressure. And Matty Foster just tips the ball on. He looks around, Matty Foster, in the number 27 jersey. Nothing's on for him. He gives it to his hooker, who just wraps around, looking for space. And look at that. It's a decent finish from the hooker, isn't it, Barnforth? Full of action. Just sniffs out an opportunity and just pins his ears back and comes up with a massive play right under the sticks. And 4 should be 6.
Yeah, no celebration. So to reduce the deficit to just 2 points, just the start to the second half that they wanted. And John Benison from in front of the sticks does have the extras. 16-14, looks like we're going to have a cracker of a second half.
Yeah, well, we said, didn't we, they've got to come out and they've got to be first to score. Just put that doubt in Hull's mind. And Denise Barnforth, against his parent club, has done just that.
Yeah, but no celebration. Got to admire that. Especially in front of 1,500 Hull FC faithful. So, 16-14 it is. Jordan Thompson. Just having a look, you know, I mean, he actually played for Hull for 4 years, from all the way back in 2014. He's been around a bit. He's approaching 400 career games, Jordan Thompson. He's been a good old pro, hasn't he? What you call a great rugby league professional.
Yeah, he's tough as anything. Thompson. That's not a bad set, is after scoring some points.
Yep. Hunter gets the ball away. And it's taken by Lewis Martin. The referee just had a look at that just to make sure that there was no late hit by Batchelor. She was satisfied there wasn't, so play on. Harvey Barron.
Well, again, not quit then, Denise Barnforth. No, that's fine, that.
Well, if you say it's fine, it's fine. That'll do me. Up to halfway. Amir Borough.
Oh, he's struggling.
Yeah. Gets up gingerly. Yeah, it doesn't look good, does it? Here is Kate Cuss. That's like many clubs throughout Super League. It's been a season dominated by injury. Jake Arthur gets the kick away. Nofaluma takes it well. Just a yard or two in from the touchline, David Nofaluma. Briscoe makes the tackle. We mentioned York looking to win 3 games on the spin for the first time in Super League. They're going to have to improve on their home record. We talked about Hull's poor away record. If they give away a penalty. Yeah. Interference at the play of the ball. Hull winning just 1 away game. York have won just 2 here at home. Lost 6. But of course one of the most memorable results of the whole season came on the opening night.
Round 1 against Hull KR.
Correct.
Nobody expected that, did they? They were well and truly pumped up for that game, playing against the champions.
Williams brought down. Here is Barnforth at dummy half.
Well, Amir Borough still there. You can see he's targeted by Paul Vaughan. Still trying to shake it off. I think it was his ankle that he injured.
Buchanan. Good start to the second half, this from York. Barnforth once more. Here's Foster. Brought down by Batchelor. Hunter, inside it goes. Williams brought down, now Hunter. And McShane, as they fan it out to this right-hand side. Matarafa takes the tackle. Well read and well executed by Ethan O'Neill. Snubs out the danger. Hull defend their own line. Leading 16-14, they get the ball back.
Well, you'll take that though, won't you, if you're a York player? Just asking some questions, bit of run threat. Well, managing the opening 7 minutes of this game really well. York. Defensively, they've been pretty solid. They're getting the field position that they had early on in that first half.
Bell. Ideally, again, does well. Stays on his feet. The tackle by Field. Kate Custard is at dummy half, and Bell once more. Caesar finds Hardacre looking for a way through, looking for an offload. Well, they were looking for an obstruction there. The call never came, and Hardacre keeps going. Still he's going. The York fans are incensed by that. They reckon there should have been a penalty, but there isn't, and this is the last one. Arthur moves it to Caesar. Is the room on that far side for Briscoe? And he's brought down right on the line there. Loses possession. It was Hunter with the tackle, and it's Nofaluma who'll bring the ball out. It's all getting a bit feisty.
Yeah, well, he gives himself up, doesn't he, Zach Hardacre? Runs behind one of his players, then drops. Then he goes to drop to the ground. No, big play from him. Look, he just gives himself up, voluntary tackle. The ref had said play on.
Another penalty.
Yeah, York FC now.
High tackle by Briscoe. They've given away 3 penalties second half here already.
Yeah.
Hull FC.
Well, yeah, just a swinging shot from Tom Briscoe. Not get the penalty. I talked about Amir Borough a minute or two ago, struggling. Well, he's had to leave the field.
Yeah.
Cade Cuss now will go into the hooking role for Hull FC.
So another opportunity for the York Knights. Here is Field.
Oh, mistake.
Knock on.
Yeah, mistake from Holyfield.
Knock on.
Well, he's got his arms in the air. Is he going to challenge this? Well, he is going to challenge it.
Well, they are going to challenge. Let's hear what the challenge is all about.
Got a captain's challenge, it's tackle 1. York are challenging the decision of a knock-on.
Well, there you go.
Well, get rid of your jaw,
And we're going to see whether Holyfield did knock on or not.
Do you know, I was trying to look at the body language of Holyfield when he got up. He didn't look convincing. Shoot, look, is there arms around the ball? Tom Briscoe is there along with Bachelet. Is there a little tug from Bachelet?
They give us a better view.
There you go. You can see it. Tom Briscoe on the top as well.
Yeah. Well, the Bachelet at the bottom, so...
Yeah, well, Tom Briscoe falls off from it, but then there's a pull-in action from Bachelet.
Yep.
You can see the anguish from Holyfield.
Yeah.
But he felt that there was enough to challenge it.
Well, there was enough to challenge it. Good challenge.
I'll take that back. I said he didn't look confident when he challenged it.
Good challenge. That's what it's there for.
Yeah. Well, you get caught in two minds. Was it a loose carry or not?
You can see why the ref gave it as a...
Yeah, definitely.
As a knock-on. What a chance for York once more. Xavier Varr is back on. He'll make an impact, always does. Thompson inside for Vaughan, some big units on. That was Salabio who managed to bring him down. Eventually.
Oh, he just cuts him down, doesn't he,
Yeah.
Salabio?
McShane. Kieran Buchanan. Can they get another score and regain the lead? McShane for Cody Hunter with a dummy. It was well read by Batcher and Bell, the former Saints duo. Here is Varr. Charge towards the line, last tackle. What are they going to do? It's Barnford who goes to the left-hand side. Hunter digs the kick through.
Oh, it's going to be a penalty here.
It is going to be a penalty.
Yeah, he was taken out.
There was too much on the kick, so it was a needless penalty to give away.
Yeah, well, just seeing the try line behind you just puts that doubt in your mind, doesn't it? You can just see Tom Briscoe just steps across him.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty for
as he's pushing up for that ball. Was it Williams, the man that was penalised? Nice kick from Cody Hunter, like you said, maybe too much on it.
Yeah.
It was the correct decision to do it, to go for it. He spotted the space, there was nobody there. Got too much on it. But they've managed to pull a penalty, haven't they?
Well, interesting. They're going to try and level the game.
Yeah, do you know what, why wouldn't you as well? You will go for it. Just regather your thoughts, get the messages out from that man, Mark Applegarth.
It's interesting there. Joe Batchelor was just trying to clear up with the referee, Tara Jove, about the penalty previously given for the Ballsfield, because he was involved, wasn't he? Along with Tom Briscoe in that. But big kick this. Midway between the sideline and the post. John Bennison to give us a level game. They like it a lot. And it's 16-all, cracking game.
Yeah, well, you said that Joe Batchelor just questioning the referee about those back-to-back penalties. Well, they force a penalty here out of the referee from the pressure, from the kick, from Cody Hunter, and that man just steps across Williams. They get the penalty, get the 2 points, and Andy Last from 8 points in front at half-time to now level. And the penalties in the second half are against Hull FC.
Yeah.
7 penalties to 4.
I think they might have conceded 4 or 5 penalties already have in this second half, but that was a needless one.
Like I said, you're worried when you're defending your line and the ball's kicked behind you. you'll do anything. You can't see what's behind you, trying to suss out where the fullback is, if he can defend it.
Absolutely, I hear what you're saying. Briscoe, because of his positioning, wasn't to know that the kick was just going to roll harmlessly out of play.
You know, sometimes as a player, you'd rather concede a penalty or concede 2 points rather than 6.
Yep. Here is Vaughan. Still a good player. Still a good player, Paul Vaughan. His 2-year contract. 35 years of age, still making an impact in Super League. A lot of rugby league to come this weekend, live on Sky Sports. But this is a tasty hors d'oeuvre, isn't it? As Hunter goes high towards the corner, towards Lewis Martin. Oh, he's knocked on! And York have got the ball back.
Oh, there's a high shot then from
a high shot
Caesar.
Again. This time on Galliano. So a double whammy for Hull FC.
Yeah, well, he just couldn't take it in then, Martin, could he? John Bennison in front of him. Then on the back of that, Aidan Caesar gives a penalty away for the high shot.
Well, interestingly, this time, kickable to take the lead.
Well, defenders more points than him. Yeah, I get going for the 2 points to level it up. But now you get down there, you're going to need more than 2 points to win this game.
The Hull's indiscipline in this second half has cost them. That he may do again. Hunter. Field looking to offload. Desperately grasps hold of the ball, doesn't want to knock it on. Thompson charges for the line. Jordan Thompson, real pressure again on that Hull FC line. Barnforth and McShane misses one out. Galliano and Hardacre, along with Moy, bring him down. Right on that try line. Barnforth spinning pass to the left-hand side. Thompson with nowhere to go. Has to take the tackle. Right in front of the post. Barnforth and McShane. McShane dabs it behind the defence and Harvey Barron kicks it away for a goal line dropout. 16 all it is, and it's worth mentioning, of course, when they played back in February. It was 17-16, York winning away at Hull with a Danny Richardson drop goal. Richardson these days plying his trade with Widnes in the Championship, and it's close again, but a captain challenge.
Decision of a dropout. They're claiming that there's obstruction in the build-up.
Well, let's see. Was there foul play in the build-up? Yeah, they're saying that one of the defenders was impeded. It was a nice kick, wasn't it, from Paul McShane? And is it Vaughan there is it Batchelor that he touches? Is that the collision that they're asking for?
Does it make a difference?
Look, he's trying to cover what Paul Vaughan's doing.
Yep.
So he's got to account for Paul Vaughan, and then he's got to try and go for the ball.
It was Harvey Barron who came across to boot the ball away. But the question is, was there any obstruction?
Well, I think they're going to be successful here.
I'll not.
I'll be honest, he can't get through. He's like, when Batchelor's defending that player, he's got to account for what the dummy runner's doing. And then for him to like map off and push off to get to that space. Not saying that he would have got the ball that was kicked away from him, but he might have been able to get his foot to the ball and prevent it from going through. Well, it's only a step sideways, and he could probably get his foot out to stop it going behind the line.
An important challenge for Hull FC, just to calm things down, because they've been back to the wall, haven't they?
Do you know, it's a massive challenge that. To get that right. Well, Herman Essa onto the field now, get on the back of his offloads and his power.
Does well there. It was VAR with the tackle. It looked like his legs went under him, but fair play to Bell. He got up and played on.
Yeah, he's tough, isn't he, Bell?
Just a bit. He's missed a few games through injury as well, James Bell. Batchelor. This is a rare foray from Hull FC into York territory. Bell again. Caesar and Hardacre. This is the last in this set. Caesar it is. That's a big kick. It's a good take. Benison watched it really well under pressure.
Hull FC now trying to stop the onslaught here from York. James Bell just getting some treatment, then just back into the line now. Physio came on. He didn't look well.
John Benison's put a stack of work. It's worth mentioning, you know, John Benison is a grand final winner.
Yeah, was it 2022? Was fullback?
2022, fullback against Leeds. He scored a try, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, well, look at it. Like massive hit. And he just felt that, didn't he?
Right, what they would call a rib tickler, Terry.
Yeah, well, Lennon Clark's onto the field now. Just come on. Just for his, I think it's his third appearance for the club.
Well, he made his first start and was terrific against Hull KR at the weekend.
Yeah, brilliant.
I've been looking forward to seeing him tonight. He was actually due to be in the starting lineup until they had to make all those late changes with Jed Cartwright heading off to St Helens.
Yeah, massive quick play of the ball, that. Oh, those two big fellas coming together. Yeah. And SASA and Paul Vaughan.
Custard dummy half. Amir Burrow is off injured. Good short pass there from Arthur, finds Batchelor. Caesar on the last, under pressure, goes high in the sky, and it's taken by Bell, knocks it back, but I think that was a knock-on.
Yeah, there was just too much. He did everything right, didn't he, Bell? But just the power and the precision of that offload, trying to get it to Logan Moy, he just catapulted it down to the ground, and just too hard for the young man to take in. But one quick play of the ball can change your whole set.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I was going to talk about Zach Hardaker's quick play of the ball. They managed to get a couple of quick plays then for Hull FC. But then that penalty, well, there's a water blade now.
Well, there was no need for it, was there? And we are going to have a water break at that moment, approaching the hour mark. 16 points apiece. It was 16-8 to Hull FC at half-time. But York have dominated this second half.
Well, this is the run that I was talking about, Zach Hardaker. Like, he gets through, just really makes it easier for the people behind him. Kate Cuss then on the back of it. Look at the meters that they made. And then it just enables Herman SASA to have a crack at the defensive line. Unfortunately for Herman SASA, Paul Vaughan was stood in front of him. But he's come up with some big plays defensively on 25 minutes that I think changed the game for Hull. And then comes up with a couple of decent play the balls to get them on the front foot. Now we've got a massive 21 minutes, haven't we?
Looking forward to it. It's been really, really good.
Like, two desperate sides here. Right.
Just do need reminding. 4 games from the NRL, 6 games from the NRLW from down under, and 6 more games from the Super League coming up over this weekend. 16 points to 8 it was at half-time. Then that try from Denny Barnforth against his parent club, Benison's goal, and then the boot of John Benison levelling it up from a penalty. Andy Last will be disappointed, I'm sure, with his side's discipline in this second half. By my reckoning, they've given away 6 penalties already in 20 minutes, Hull FC. To Mark Applegarth, plenty to chew on, but he'll be happy, I'm sure, with the way that his side has played so far. They're going to restart after the drinks break with a penalty and with another opportunity to maybe hit the front once more. This set will start on halfway. Jack Martin is back on for the York Knights. Bamford, who's been excellent since he's come on. The impressive Xavier Varr. Now Bamford from dummy half. He saw a little gap, didn't he? Sidestep, goes round one, brought down.
He's always going to go if the markers aren't square.
Vaughan looks for the offload, finds it for Cody Hunter. Hunter running across the line, looking for options. It comes in the shape of Buchanan, right in front of the post. Tackles in the bank in this set for York. McShane, oh, he sees a gap. McShane, has he managed to get the ball down? Desperate defence holding him up. After it was kicked through by Cody Hunter! And it's Nico Williams who wins the race, and York hit the front. Smart play from Cody Hunter, brilliantly read by Nico Williams. And York, 16-8 down at half-time, now lead 20 points to 16, off the back of another Hull FC penalty given away.
Yeah. And I get it from our stats that 7 penalties maybe in the second half. No, but a nice short kicking game from York. They've proved that, haven't they? Since they've come up into Super League. Paul McShane just spots a bit of space, just pins his ears back. A few years ago, he would have scored that try with the speed he had. And Cody Hunter, look at that. There's the space. Tom Briscoe just blocks Ollie Field. He thinks that play's over then. But then nice play from Williams to get on the back of this kick, stay onside, spot the space behind that try line and come up with an important try yet again for York.
Yeah, absolutely. So 20 points to 16. We're actually still waiting, Terry, for the try to be confirmed.
Well, they looked okay.
I think they're looking at whether Williams was onside.
Whether he's onside. Look, I think he's onside.
Yeah.
There's just nobody there. Tom Briscoe and Barron had just come up. Tom Briscoe had accounted for the player. Barron had come across. Yeah, not a problem.
Nah. Great try. No problem with the offside. No problem with the grounding. No problem with the try. 20 points to 16. Benison, 7 yards in from touch. What can he do? Big kick. Does he like it? Just go to the right of the post. So 4-point ball game it is. Well, it was 8-0 in favour of York, then 16-8 in favour of Hull, now 20-16 in favour of York.
Yeah, well, again, a big start to this second half. Started well in the first half. Big start in the second half. They can't switch off now. They had a decent lead, didn't they? They were leading by 8 points on 24-25 minutes before conceding 16 points the final 15 minutes of the first half.
In discipline.
Yeah. So they know that if they do switch off, Hull FC, well, they've got points in them. And definitely more than 4 points. That lead's not big enough for me.
No. But the way the game has gone, we kind of hoped, didn't we, with a neutral, that this was going to go all the way to the last minute or so, and it looked as though that may well be the case. Good run from Barford. Powerful run. Vaughan on the charge. That's a good set off the back of the try. Look where they are when the kick goes up from Cody Hunter. It's a tester again for Lewis Martin, and under pressure takes it 12 yards from his own line, but that's an excellent set from York.
Do you know what it is as well? It's good discipline for Benison and Galliano as well, not to just tap Martin and give a penalty away.
But it's to get going here. Need to find what they did in the last 15 minutes of the first half. Some real go forward and big tackle that far on Harvey Hill. On the last, the ball goes back for Jake Arthur. Swirling kick downfield, taken well by Matarafa.
Well, Let's see what Hull FC can do now. Harvey Hill back onto the field, fresh onto the field, penalty. Oh, again. You know, you talked to Andy last after the game. If they go on and lose this game, Hull FC, I'm sure they'll be disappointed with the penalties.
Just holding on, wasn't he?
Yeah. Again, they know what they do, because they turn around, they're looking at the referee straight away, aren't they? You've got to make sure as well that on those 50-50 calls that you come out on the right side of them.
Yeah.
So if it is a split decision,
Martin. Are York on their way to a third home win, but also a history-making third consecutive win in their first season in Super League. Here is Boards away, does really well, offload inside, it was meant for Barnford, and he couldn't quite hold on. That might have been the game. Brilliant from Vaughan, nothing wrong with the offload. Barnford could have been the hero for York and the villain for Hull.
Do you know, age is just the number, isn't it? Paul Vaughan, he's come up with some big carries in this game. The offload was just behind the knee Barnford. Over 200 metres Paul Vaughan made last week at Magic Weekend. He's doing a decent job in this game as well.
15 minutes to go, and methinks, Terry, there are a few more twists and turns on the way.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Like I said, that 4-point lead isn't enough for me, for York.
Arthur. Now there's a space for Moy, and now Briscoe tries to get away from Williams and loses the ball. Well, it's one error after another. Penalty 6 again, mistake, and this time it's Briscoe. He was actually trying to pass the ball, but in the motion of passing, the ball goes to ground.
Yeah, well, that's what pressure does to you, isn't it? You know, Tom Briscoe tries to get on the outside of Williams, and Williams comes up with a decent play, tries to skip out, tries to offload the ball to Barron, and just the pressure from Williams forces that error. And Andy Lass knows that he's in a ball game, and they've got to come up with something pretty magical to get the result.
Correct me if I'm wrong, in the second half, I don't think they've had the ball close to the York line.
They don't seem to have much position, do they, on the field? It's not as though they've not, you know, had enough time with the ball as well. They've had enough set to 6 in this game.
Their voice here, yeah, absolutely. Hingano is on for York. Here is Martin. Vaughan again looking for the offload and finds Hingano with a bit of space here. Buchanan brought down by Custon, by Bell. More pressure on that Hull FC line. Hunter. Matarafa looking to offload. Just manages to stay in the field of play. Last tackle of this set for York. Hunter. That's a high hanging kick. Moy does really well. I'll tell you what, he did terrifically well there.
Do you know what he was? He was brave then. To put himself in that position with numbers around him and come up with a big play to catch the ball, knowing that if a mistake was there, it would have been a try conceded. Oh, that's a high shot.
That is a penalty.
Hingano.
Yeah, Hingano.
Well, he comes onto the field trying to make an impression. He's certainly done that, but unfortunately it's for the high shot.
So is this the chance that Hull FC want? Clever play by Harnaker. Taps the penalty rather than kicks for touch, and and if they lost the ball, they get it back.
Oh, just get away with that then.
Barnford there in front of Cade Cuss. That was nearly a nightmare for Hull.
Yeah, well, Cade Cuss was about 20 metres behind the play the ball when Zach Hardaker took that quick run. I think he was expecting still a metre. Burrow was on the field.
Caesar for Hardaker.
Incredible, gets up to play the ball and he just arrives in knack of time.
Harvey Hill. As close as they've been in this second half, Caesar puts the kick up. Well taken by Matarafa.
Oh,
Here's Benison.
nice speed from James Bell. Well, all hands on deck here. Benison here now, trying to get forward. You're looking for some of your speedsters here. Engano with a strong carry.
Yeah, Edmund back on the field. That's a great kick. That's a really good kick, and it just rolls the other way of the touchline and picked up by Barron. But even so, look where Hull are starting this set.
Look, do you know what? It didn't come off. It wasn't a 40-20, but just look where they are now. Hull FC players now. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them still trying to get behind the ball here.
Martin. Good run from Aydin up to halfway. Terrific entertainment. Super League on a Thursday night on Sky Sports. Aiden Caesar. Now, is there an overlap on this left-hand side? Moy with the dummy. The ball goes to ground and it's picked up by McShane. Another Hull FC error.
Do you know, transition from defence to attack's been really, really good. Anything loose on the floor. Paul McShane, like I said earlier, 37 at the end of the year, still manages, present to mind, get where the action is, get on the ball, knows how important it is, and now with the line in front 30 metres away.
I'll tell you what, in Super League terms, Paul McShane might be an old one. The boy's still a good one.
Yeah, he's outstanding, isn't he, the way he gets around the field.
Here he is on the ball. Hunter with the kick through, checks towards the line. Moy going back! And is that a try? Or was it a knock-on? Tara Jones here is saying that Nofaluma got the try and has touched it down. Or was it Nickau Williams? It may well have been. One of them was trying to get the hand on the ball. It could well be Nofaluma at the end, right before the ball went out of play. If it is a try, it could be a match-winning try. The video ref will, of course, check this in the background. Nofaluma gets his second.
Like I said, they've struggled, haven't they, with the kicking game. Paul McShane to Hunter, and then all of a sudden, Williams just comes up and Nofaluma forces the ball. Does it go backwards? Nice kick, wasn't it? Williams comes up. Does the ball go back? Or is it a knock-on?
Well, yeah. Did he touch it forward or did he knock it back?
Yeah, I think it's a knock-on, this. Genuinely think that this is a knock-on.
Well, Nofaluma with the touchdown.
Okay, we've got a formal review. We're checking for potential knock-on.
So here we go. Here's the review. Liam Rush with the call. Did the ball go backwards from Williams? Was it touchdown by Nofaluma?
We've got a formal review for a possible knock-on. As you can see here, it touches his hand. He then has to catch hold or re-grip the ball, which he doesn't do, and then the ball hits the floor without him taking possession. We'll just confirm on camera 8. So you can see it's that point there that it hits his hand, and then there's clear separation. It's going to be no try, 20-metre restart.
Where's the decision? Liam Rush, the video referee. Knock on.
Again, it's another one of those warning shots, though, isn't it? We've shown the short kicking game from Hunter, from McShane, causing Hull FC some problems, and Williams, under pressure from Barron, just can't quite catch it cleanly to score the try.
Yeah. So a let off for Hull, because that try had stood. You couldn't see them scoring twice, but now they've got to score once and kick the goal, and they could win out of nothing in the second half, where they just haven't really been in this game. SASA. Well, expect the unexpected. It's been one of those sort of games. Arthur. Good pass for Moy. Inside it goes.
Solid hit.
Yeah, good hit from Williams on.
Oh, it rocked his head back then.
On Barron. But still a great chance for Hull FC. Arthur has to take the tackle. Last one. 8 minutes to go. It comes to SASA and Caesar. Caesar with the kick through towards the line, and it's tapped back by John Benison. Taking no chances. Good thinking from Aidan Caesar. And it's a back-to-back set for Hull FC.
Yeah, well, he has to look over his left shoulder, doesn't he? Sees that it's more or less man-on-man. And they're marking each other. So next thing in Aidan Caesar's mind is, right, I'll drop it onto the boot. They don't get the try, but they do get another set of 6. And it seems quite a... It seems a bit of time ago since we were down here, just looking at Hull FC, examining the York line.
Taken on the charge by Logan Moy. Beats one, beats another. Twisting, turning. What a great opportunity this is. 2 minutes ago, York had a try disallowed when they thought Nothaluma had scored, but now it's a chance for Hull to score and perhaps, well, at least level, then perhaps go ahead in the closing stages. Arthur, Kate Cuss now, SASA with a turn, and the ball goes to Harbaker, who knocks on. Chance gone, chance gone, chance gone.
Yeah, he just couldn't get hold of that then, could he? Zakade, I think, has been really good in this game, and the ball just dips down. You can see Aidan Caesar gets the ball. He's trying to get it to Zakade. It's a poor pass from Caesar. Oh, chance gone as well.
Well, you would think that Hull FC are going to get at least 2 more sets.
Yeah, they get another 2 or 3 more sets. It's just where they get those sets of 6 from, and where are they?
Nothaluma from the scrum.
Well, they need something here, Hull FC defensively.
Try and force the error.
Yeah, that's it. Well, it's pretty lonely as well when you're carrying the ball from your line. You're aware of the clock, you're aware of the scoreboard, you don't want to make an error.
Well, they're giving away 3 or 4 penalties in this situation, in this second half. Here is Jack Martin. Does well. 2 tackles left in this set for York. Thompson. Brought down by Hill and by Batchelor. It is the last one. Hunter under pressure, does get the kick away, but it's taken well by Barron. Now, can they build some real pressure, Hull FC? Briscoe. Up to halfway. Kate Cust. Martin with crunching tackle there. What a hit by Hingano on Martin. Yeah, well, he's saying, yeah, that was okay. The referee thought it was okay. Lewis Martin goes down.
Yeah, that's... I didn't think there's a problem with that. Look at him as well when he's looking to the sideline. He's desperate for the touch judge not to call anything and to send the message on. I just thought it was a pretty big shot. It was a big effort, wasn't it, from Hingano? The initial contact was around the ball, and then was there like a whiplash effect.
Well, the referee thought it was okay.
Yeah.
In the background, the video referee will be looking at this.
Yeah, well, the ref and the touch judge thought it was okay. Well, the fans and then Hingano as well. Look, yeah. I think it's just whiplash. Look, it's just a big shot. It's a massive shot.
Yeah.
It was Hingano who made the tackle.
Look, I think it's going to be a tough call if he's penalised for this. It's whiplash.
Yeah.
That's what it is, Stuart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Look, as a defender,
Yeah.
you've got to defend. You've got to put a shot in.
Okay.
He put his body on the
Yeah.
line.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
You can't
Thank you.
penalise someone for tackling hard.
So
Well, no, I
referee's
think the
on
video
report.
referee was actually saying that
It's
the
on report.
contact
It's going to be
was on the
tackle
ball.
free here.
So it won't be a penalty. It'll be play
It
on.
was a solid shot.
Pardon?
It was a solid shot. Look, he returns the ball really hard, Martin. That's just a big shot. He hits the ball.
Right, there's been an injury.
Like I said at the start, it was like a whiplash tackle. He's breathing easy now, I'll tell you now. Hingano.
Yeah. Well, the ref thought it was okay. Terry O'Connor thought it was okay. But Hull SC is still with an opportunity. But 5 minutes to go, trailing by 4 points. Thrilling finish here to the opening game of round 18 of Super League as Bell finds Caesar. Now it's Clark. Lennon Clark. Big future ahead of him. But it's the next 4 minutes, the future that matters. Kicked by Arthur. Gathered, I think it's by Field, isn't it?
Yeah, Holyfield did well to get down. He's about 6'4", Holyfield.
Well, that looked high actually on Nofaluma. Play on, says the ref. But it is getting a bit feisty and... we love it really. 4 minutes to go, 20 points to 16, in-minute dummy half. Does a lot of work, doesn't he, running the ball up, Matarafa. Last one, back it goes. Hunter gets the kick away, and it's taken by Logan Moy, but it's taken 10 yards from his own line. So let's see what's going to happen. What have you got, Hull FC, with 3 minutes to go?
Well, it's been a bruising game, this, hasn't it? We've seen a lot of flair, we've seen a lot of...
Oh, Briscoe!
Effort from players like Briscoe.
One magic moment could do it.
One magic moment, one missed tackle.
One error, one
it,
penalty,
yeah.
one bit of stupidity. Play on, play the ball. Harvey Barron does. Here is Harvey Hill. 3 minutes to go. They go the short side. Arthur with a short pass and Batchelor, well read by Hingano and by Hunter. Last tackle. Now then, the kick goes through, bobbles along the ground, and who's there? Who's in the right place at the right time? But the captain, Paul McShane. The ball is lost, it goes backwards, drama, Bell gets the ball out now. O'Neill trying to find a way through. He's on the try line. York thought they were safe. They thought the game was done when McShane ran away with it, but he lost possession. Caesar now. SA McShane trying to make up for his error. 2.5 minutes to go. Caesar. Can they steal it right at the end? Hull FC. Harvey Hill is brought down. Desperate goal line defence. It's a chance for SA as he scored. Has Herman SA got the ball down, or is it a double movement? Tara Jones, the referee.
No try.
No try.
Please check potential grounding.
Checking the double movement. Drama at the end. 2 minutes to go. SA. Was he down by contact, or has he scored the winning try?
Okay, we've got no try on field. We're checking for double movements. I need to watch it in fast first. So we'll watch it in full speed, and we're looking for a possible knock-on as well. So full speed. Okay, let's break this down now. So we're looking at whether he maintains possession here first. So he's in possession there, still in possession. Still in possession at that point. Does the ball then come away from that left arm Just going to explore any other available angles that we've got. Okay, so we're just looking here, and we can see there the ball clearly comes away from both hands. It's all part of the tackle, and SASA knocks on. Thank you, I've made my decision.
Wow, there you go. Drama right at the end. McShane loses possession. SASA going for the winning try, but he loses possession. York are hanging on with 2 minutes to go.
That was the biggest man against probably one of the smallest men on the field in Paul McShane. But what Paul McShane has got, even though he hasn't got the height, he's got the experience. Do you know he stuck his body on the line to prevent Herman SASA? Every time he gets the ball, Herman SASA, he scatters players out the way. He's phenomenal, so hard to tackle, but that man Paul McShane did.
Wow. What a moment. The York fans are now believing. York will waste all the time they possibly can here. Nofaluma. Less than 2 minutes to go. It's been action-packed, it's been dramatic. Benison now. They're probably going to get one more crack, Hull FC.
Well, that's a big effort from Paul McShane.
All gone to ground.
Oh, they dropped it.
Batchelor picks it up. What a tackle that was to force the error. And they're going to have one more go, one more set. They did force the error. Drama still to come. Bell brought down by Thompson. He's knocked on. James Bell dropped the ball. Oh, would you believe it? Unbelievable. It was Nick Williams who dropped the ball. Hull were in pole position. And James Bell loses possession.
Yeah, well, Jordan Thompson is the man that just forces the error, and that surely is enough. Whether it's from this scrum, it's just 5 players, isn't it? And Paul McShane.
Herculean effort by York.
Yeah, it's been incredible performance. Now, I want to give a big rap as well to Jack Martin in this game. The prop forward has made 133 metres. And he's come up with 37 tackles. I think he's been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Well, we're going to find out who Terry O'Connor's Betfred Player of the Match is after the match. The reveal, when we'll speak to the Player of the Match. And that'll be coming up very soon because there's 30 seconds to go here. They trailed 16-8 at half-time, 12 unanswered points from what's been a dramatic evening here. It's going to be York's 3rd home win, but history-making 3rd consecutive win. McShane, the cool head, the experienced head, just rolls the kick down the corner, rolls the kick out into touch.
He's so good,
Paul
isn't
McShane has been outstanding. It's going to be one play. They haven't even got time to get the play away. All smiles for Paul McShane, for Mark Applegarth. It's a huge win for York. A 3rd consecutive win in Super League. They leapfrog Hull. They go up to 9th place in the table. A phenomenal effort for the newly promoted York Knights.
Yeah, brilliant from them, Mark Applegarth. And he had a big speech to make at half-time, didn't he? They were 8 points behind on the scoreboard. He delivered that speech. They came out. They scored the points that was needed to get the result. Kept Hull FC scoreless in that second half. With big performance from them. Really good. Some big efforts. Like I said, Jack Martin was good. Williams was good. Benison was good. Nofaluma was good.
Well, 16-8 at half-time. Hull scored 16 points in the space of 13 minutes in the second half of the first half. But then Denis Barnford with a brilliant solo try against his parent club. Benison's goal, Benison's penalty. And in the end, It was Nico Williams' try on the hour that sealed the win for York. Nofaluma had a try disallowed. SASA thought that he might have won it right at the death.